My name is Juan Manuel Uria. I'm from Bolivia. I'm representing Recursos. It's a sustainability consultancy company in Bolivia, and I'm the CEO. Well, my background, I've worked for 20 years in the oil and gas industry. Then I realized, because I also studied environmental management, so I realized that I was not working in the proper place to engage environmental issues, so I decided with a couple of friends to create this company called Recursos. Among all the services we offer, we wanted to include something related to energy efficiency. That's where I started looking for solutions, and I came up with Best.Energy. I think that the main issue we faced when taking the decision to be or not to be part of Best.Energy was, is this visibility really going to reduce energy consumption? Because we also were not convinced at the beginning. But this process of convincing ourselves took us a couple of months, nothing more than that, and then we are very convinced that we are on the right track to deliver great results for our clients, because every new client, every monitoring contract we get, we are more convinced that this is a great way to deliver savings. It was a little bit hard at the beginning, because this new approach is interesting, but it's difficult to sell. We took like 3 or 4 months to get our first client. But once we got the first one, it became much more easier, because we used that first client as an example, and we start showing the other prospects, see how this Anyoscope analytics works, see the graphics, see the data, and see how we use this data to give recommendations. The next 2, 3, 4 clients come much easier after we break this wall of not knowing the logic of the solution. The training was really necessary. That was part of convincing ourselves. But it was necessary to, first of all, understand the installation process, because it's really useful to give a clean installation for the client. It's one of the narratives we use to sell the product, the solution, that the installation is gonna be so soft, so clean that you won't mess up anything in the installation of the client. How you use Anyoscope analytics was another important issue we learned in the training. And the commercial point of view, the process that you have to follow to have more probability to close a deal was also important, because it's a new approach to make efficiency. You need the right commercial process to hit the clients with this approach. Our first installation was a company called Plastiforte. They produce plastic pipelines, very big ones. Actually, it's the biggest plastic pipeline producer in Bolivia. They have like 8 producing lines. They consume around, $30,000 a month. It's a pretty big installation. We installed there 5 Anyoscopes, and at the beginning, the manager was kind of skeptical. The production manager was totally convinced, but the general manager has his issues about the solution. But after 2-3 months of getting the results, seeing the data, not only from the savings point of view, but also from the maintenance point of view, or some how to produce in a better way, looking at the energy data, convinced him to believe in the solution. And we talked to him to talk with another plastic production company to help us to get into that company. He was delightful to talk to them and explain them how this solution goes, and the work we are doing, the service we are giving, not only about the hardware, but also the software and the service. So it was a kind of difficult client at the beginning, but it became a an ally right now. The highlights of being a partner is, first of all, the support we are getting from Best.Energy, not only at the beginning of the process, but all the time. Commercial support, technical support, these kind of events that connect partners. It's really helpful to hear what other people is doing in the same field, but with something different. So these kind of ideas really help to grow our business, our knowledge. So the technology is great. I mean, Anyscope, the monitoring system is really great. But not only that, the support is one thing that I should highlight from our partnership. Our team is mainly composed by our technical manager. He has also worked with me in the same oil and gas company, so we know each other from 20 years ago. But he is more oriented to the data analytics functions and to discover the energy possible recommendations, saving recommendations. Another member of the team is more focused on marketing and networking. He's pretty good at chatting with people and getting in contact with chambers and possible clients, and he's dealing with all these leads generation, and he's pretty good at that. And we have two junior engineers helping our technical manager to analyze the data. Then energy efficiency is quite important for the world, because it's a really clever way to attack climate change. Start reducing what you are wasting. That's pure logic. With the visibility of Anyscope, you can achieve that. In our case, specifically in Bolivia, is also very important because we are dealing with a possibly energy crisis. In our country, the electricity grid depends 70% of natural gas, and we are getting out of our reserves. So if we can help the companies and therefore the country to reduce our energy consumption and therefore to kind of stop the crisis, it's a way that you are helping your country. Our decision to be part of this network of Best.Energy was one of the best for our company. The way that we achieve the results together with the client, this collaboration type of work is what is fulfilling our spirit, if I would say so. It's not only about money and about making new clients, new contract, but also about how do you feel when working with these clients. And that type of feeling is what is feeding us in a very good way. My advice for a new Best.Energy partner is you shouldn't be afraid to not delivering the results, because it's quite possible to give the right results to the clients if you use the right type of resources, people, and you spend the right time analyzing the data, understanding what are your clients' operations. That's very important. But if you follow that track, you are going to deliver the results.